Hello, one and all, and welcome to the Commodity Podcast, your weekly podcast for car, motorcycle, and lifestyle enthusiasts alike. I'm your host, Gunter from Commodity Los Santos, the #1 destination for automotive tuning and customization. Now you can watch us each week. Enjoy this episode. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Commodity Podcast, a podcast for motorcycle and car enthusiasts alike. And if you're new, I'm your host, Gunter, and welcome to episode 18 of the Commodity Podcast. Before we start, I want to make sure to thank all you guys who watched the last episode. I've mentioned losing my Adobe student discount, and I know things was a bit confusing in that last video. So, just to clear things up, basically, I lost my student discount, which raised the price, and I was not willing to pay. Although I give money management tips in relations to Grand Theft Auto, the concept of saving money or like the tips I give on how to run business in GTA Online can be useful in real life. Look, what I'm trying to say is that I understand Adobe as a business and as a consumer. I also understand that any company trading publicly on the stock market can find a way to make profit. Recently, it seems like every company with a subscription service is trying to raise prices, and as they increase, I try to figure out a way to trim down or eventually cut my losses. In this case, a friend of a friend was able to help me out with the discount, and if you're watching, shout outs to you and thank you. And also, shout outs to you for even considering to help me out for this situation. On another note, last week, I mentioned keeping the Ubermatch GTS and the Vapid Caracara for one more week. Excuse me. Pardon me. I'm drinking some really good coffee. I forgot where I got it from. I'm gonna post a picture right here, but boy, this thing is good. Now, for now, I think I'm gonna keep the Vapid Caracara in this garage until I don't know when. I honestly, I think I'll just keep this as my daily drive. I really like this truck, so I think I'm gonna keep it as a daily driver, just separate from the monthly rotation vehicles. Also, I'm thinking maybe we should go back to a 2-car solution format. Like last rotation, I had 4 vehicles, but I only used 2 vehicles the most, which says a lot, to be honest, because technically this is a game where you can afford anything. And when the new DLC drops, the fear of FOMO kicks in, and at that point, everybody has a massive collection of cars. And to be honest, like, you only tend to drive the ones you like, if you're really being real with yourself. I know I'm trying to be real with myself, so I only really drive the ones that I like. And usually the other ones is like forgotten. So to be honest, this is kind of like the reason for the monthly rotations. It kind of like forced me to go through my collections and use vehicles that I haven't used in a while. So with that being said, here's my pick for this month's car rotation. My first pick is the Ubermatch Reinhardt, which by now, many of you know is primarily based off the BMW M3 Touring. Recently, I changed the color to more of a Brewster green. The wheels, I changed it back to alloy, and also for the plates, I did something that I think that was a little bit more fitting for this car. Next, I picked the Rebella GTS. This was a vehicle that I had in the past, and I had sold it, but I recently purchased it back this week. This past week. This build is primarily based off the X5M competition. The paint that I was looking to match with was more like a Donington gray metallic, or like what I could get close to it. And also I updated the plate as well to one slow X5M, which is actually like an inside joke because this truck is fast as fuck. It may not be as fast as the Pegasus Taurus, but it's right behind the Fisker Astron, which is the second fastest vehicle, making the Rebella GTS the third fastest vehicle in GTA Online. So yeah, that's my picks for this month, and stay tuned for the update, and maybe, I don't know, maybe within the next 2 episodes, you'll see an update on these cars. So far, I'm liking both of them. Just so far, I've been driving both of them a lot, and I really think I'm gonna settle on the 2-car solution from now on. On Thursday, Mansion Mission Preps was released, and it's now confirmed that the DLC will drop on December 8th via Rockstar Newswire. In preparation for the DLC, players, including myself, we have to all complete the mission preps before December 7th to get the gold tier status from Prick's Luxury Real Estate VIP program. The first mission, due diligence, is probably the easiest. you have to force all the lost MCs off the property. You can either beat them up or use tear gas to knock them out. The other two, fixing fittings, require you to steal the building materials, while hard deadline require you to use a bulldozer to cause just enough damage to have the 3 construction foremen show up. Once the foremen have arrived to the construction site, you have to intimidate them. Don't forget to check out the full guide in the link above, and just as a reminder, you have to complete all 3 of the mansion missions before December 7th. Doing this, you'll receive $2 million off the Prick's luxury real estate listings and an extra $1 million in cash bonus and close. Staying on the topic of confirmation dates, in a separate newsletter released on November 6th, Rockstar announced the delay of GTA 6. Bro, not gonna lie, we all saw this coming. The company is now set to release a new launch date for November 19, 2026. In the newswire, Rockstar said, quote, "Hi everyone, Grand Theft Auto is now released on Thursday, November 19, 2026. We are sorry for adding additional time to what we realize has been a long wait, but with extra months will allow us to finish the game with the level of polish you have come to expect and deserve. We want to thank you again for your patience and support while we wait a little longer. We are incredibly excited for players to experience the sprawling state of Ladonia and return to a modern-day Vice City. Sincerely, Rockstar." I mean, we do want the best experience that GTA 6 has to offer, so I understand, and maybe we could be a bit more patient. But also, a few days ago, I did saw a video from People Made Games. The reporting was on what was happening in Edinburgh, Scotland with Rockstar employees. Let's check it out.
Something disgusting just happened in the British video games industry. It's hard to think of a better word than that. I feel disgusted by it. It is disgusting. So, a few weeks ago, I was contacted by a group of game developers at Rockstar North here in Edinburgh. They wanted to talk to me about a union that they just started to form in order to push for better working conditions at the studio as it approached this final push towards the release of Grand Theft Auto 6. It was and still is called the Rockstar Games Workers Union, and things were going pretty well from what I was hearing at that point. They'd recruited just over 10% of the Rockstar workforce here in the UK, which is a crucial milestone to hit.
Look, in my own opinion, and this is just my own opinion, I understand the demand of GTA 6 and the unthinkable pressure employees are facing to make everything perfect. Not to mention, as a consumer, I feel like we're adding to that pressure. But also, as a business, there must be a proper work-life balance to get the best out of your employees. And maybe that's why employees want a union. As usual, if you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe. Then, make sure you go check out that video from People Make Games and come back and let us know what's your thoughts in the comment below. Don't forget to check out the Mansion Mission Guide and our test drive series, which I recently updated. The series will be released every Wednesday at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and the podcast will be updated on Saturdays at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can get in touch with me on Instagram at Gunter Browne, or you can reach me at email at inquire.gb@gmail.com. Thank you all for listening this week, and please join us next time for another episode of the Commodity Podcast.